Welcome to day 17 of the 2016 Horror-a-Thon, brought to you by Nightmare Effects, and we are on day 2 of Game Changers, and of course now we're jumping into the 70s here with The Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin. This has been labeled as, right there with The Shining, as the scariest movie of all time. These two kind of battle it out, and for good reason. And I can't imagine being in the 70s and seeing this movie, because it'd be insane.
Yeah.
This movie still, there's stuff that shocks me every time I watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you listen to it's one of those movies like if you're watching it on your phone and the dialogue goes through and you look around and see who's...
Yeah, the language from the devil is just crazy.
Yeah. It's so
vulgar.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's still like the whole, I don't want to say anything any of the lines because it's that inappropriate. But it's weird because they made such a scary setting for this film, even though it's really, for the most part, you're in one isolated room with Reagan, being like tied down to her bed and having these priests try to get this demon out of her. Which kind of brings up this fun fact we got going here. This film was scheduled for an 84-day shoot. Ended up going over 200 days. That's crazy. I don't understand how it's even possible. I do know this movie's kind of had the reputation of a lot of things going wrong on set. It's one of those movies that is claimed to be cursed, especially because they were playing. A lot of them might have been in their head because they're playing with such a sensitive topic. Because this is based on a true story. This house is actually, a real thing. So now that I said that, how true do you feel the story is? We talked about this for The Conjuring 2.
I don't know. I don't think it's very true. Some of these stories just seem a little too outrageous for me. I don't know if the bed was shaking that violently. I don't know if her head really turned around all the way.
Yeah, no way. Or her floating above the bed, Yeah, I'm sure some weird stuff went on to the degree that the movie portrays, and some of the most iconic scenes in the movie I don't think is a thing. But if you're just looking at the Cinemax style, it's very rich, especially for the time. This was before we started. Now it's so cliche because all we get is these exorcism movies. It's kind of with James Wan bringing back that kind of storytelling. It's really become a cliche type movie. So. I would say stick with the people that know what they're doing with it, like William Friedkin. Go with The Exorcist, go with James Wan and The Conjuring, because those movies do it well, and it's not just a complete horror fest. You care about the characters, and you really get a feel for Reagan's mom throughout the movie. Because I couldn't imagine having to watch your kid go through something like that, and then who do you go to? That's one of the biggest things in this movie is who do you go to, especially because you're taking a leap of faith. Going to a priest and saying, yeah, my daughter's insane.
Well, yeah, she keeps saying, I keep going to psychiatrists. Who do I go to? Who can help my daughter?
Right.
And, yeah, I don't know. That'd be rough to go through.
Yeah. Yeah, it has while it seems to be over the top, it has a very real feel to it, and I think that's what kind of makes it so special, because you get intrigued right off the bat with this one. And you get kind of sucked in. It's nothing that, because since it's labeled as the scariest movie of all time, people from this generation kind of go into and expecting this jump scare fest that we have made the cliche of this generation, and it's not.
No.
So when I see people watch it now and they come with this idea that oh well, it wasn't scary, Not once did I jump. Well, that's not the point. It's suspense, and you got to picture.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
And especially for the time.
Yeah, I'm serious. I could not imagine. And this movie was the first horror movie to be best up for best picture. And could you? I don't even understand how even at this time they even could think that. I feel like people were just disgusted by this movie when it came out. So but it definitely still holds up today. If you watch it now, it's still freaky, still over the top, and it's still really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the ending?
It was a little abrupt. It really just sort of ended right after falls out the window, and then okay, everything's good, thanks, bye.
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I was a little bit older when I watched this one, and it kind of it caught me off guard the first time because you're used to, especially this generation, you're getting used to like 3 endings per movie. Like there's times when I just watched Don't Breathe, and there were so many times where I was like, the movie could have just ended, and then we get a whole, and then like, okay, the movie could have ended there too. This movie, it ends like right there, and you kind of get left with like, okay, something else gonna happen because it's just that sudden.
It's still over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a long movie. It's a very drawn out suspense, and that's what makes it so great. Yeah, the ending just kind of, it happens. It's, there's the priest is a goner, and then we're
done.
Reagan's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, then we're like the next morning. But yeah, at least there is a sense of relief in this film, which is nice, I guess. It has a satisfying ending, which can be hit or miss for some films. I think it was needed for this, especially because the true story element that they're playing with. But yeah, I mean, Exorcist is all around a really great film, and if you haven't seen it, you definitely have to. Especially if you're a horror fan, obviously, because this is a classic. This is what this movie, and the reason it's in this subsection is because it definitely changed. It brought in that genre of the demonic possession. It brought in the idea of over-the-top vulgar suspense. And it didn't need anything to jump out at you to be scary.
Nope.
So all that pushed towards the genre and made something really great. Well, we're going to go ahead and move on to our ratings now. But before we do, we're going to shout out our sponsor real quick. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll see you in a minute.
Nightmare Effects is an independent mask company providing you with quality craftsmanship at gruesomely affordable prices. They offer both replica masks and busts of one of the most iconic killers in cinematic history, while also offering custom orders and repaints. Like their page on Facebook and get your own today.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to our ratings for William Friedkin's The Exorcist. Nick, 5 jack-o'-lanterns.
I'm giving The Exorcist 4.5 out of 5 jack-o'-lanterns.
I'm also giving it a 4.5 out of 5 jack-o'-lanterns. Exorcist is a fantastic movie. Probably the most shocking movie you'll like. It'll definitely catch you off guard. If you haven't seen it, it'll definitely catch you off guard. So yeah, go. I mean, if you haven't seen it, make sure you go check it out. It definitely still holds up today. 43 years later. That's a long time for a movie to hang on there. All right, man. So that's gonna be it from us. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, make sure you go check out Nightmare Effects on Facebook. All these under masks right here and there were made by Michael Hopkins over at Nightmare Effects. These bad boys only run at like $150, and hoods run at only $90. So if you're looking to build up that collection of your Jason Voorhees memorabilia, that's the place to go. Amazing quality, cheap prices. That's what you need. So make sure you go over to the Facebook page, drop a like, and let them know that we sent you. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.